doing there, tough guy? Taking photos of me?
I love seeing the before and after. Yeah, who's this man?
I'm the man.
You're the man. Why?
You know where I'm from?
No.
Jersey.
Ooh,
yeah.
Only the strong survive.
Let me see your best fist pump.
I can't do it.
Let me see.
You ready? The Guido one?
So
what's up, people?
Here, they have water taxis, like.
So what part of, we're in downtown DC, right?
This is downtown DC.
Downtown DC.
In the heart of downtown DC.
In the heart of downtown DC.
And we are right now going down the boardwalk on the wharf.
Okay.
Here is the Anthem, which was built by Clark Construction.
Whoa.
This is probably back, I want to say like 2013, 2014, somewhere around there. But this was something that we built. And now it's part of DC.
How long did this take?
I believe it was 4 years.
Wow. What about the residentials?
The residentials have been here. This has been an up-and-coming area. So
okay.
They actually have a complete renovation plan that they've been adjusting here for probably the last 20 years.
Wow.
This is
beautiful.
A lot of new development.
This is beautiful. If you ever been to Boston, you'll see that we also have an area called Seaport. And it looks like well, this is his own rendition, but like it's the idea of like, you know, residences on the water with restaurants and businesses and boats. But it is beautiful, man.
Look at this, like
super cool, man.
How awesome is this, man? Look at this, you can eat up there.
That's a great feeling.
La Vie, up there you can eat.
La Vie. Have you been there?
Nah.
Looks like it'd be nice and swanky.
The wharf sign.
Uh-huh. And they've held concerts here?
Wow. Concerts outside, concerts in here, the Anthem.
Wow.
Like, that's where I really want to see a concert. I haven't been actually like at a concert there yet.
Whoa.
Look at all these boats.
That's super cool.
This is new though. I don't remember this here. Actually, no, I do remember this. I do remember this. We weren't allowed inside. But this is cool. I don't know if it's like an observatory deck or what.
It says closed.
It might be something where it's gonna.
And this is on the water. This one's called.
Well, Uzi Vert is playing.
Oh, look at that! What is this weekend?
11/21.
Wow.
Right,
Little ooze.
Let's get up here. I've never been to this place, you know. But let's go here.
Q-pop. Alright.
Yeah, I've never been here, so let's go up.
Yeah. Cantina.
You all open? Yeah, we're open.
What is? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's funny. District Donut.
I see. It's like a
pop-up.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Cool. The grill. We're doing a little pop-up.
12:07. Yeah, should be open.
Should be.
District Donut.
Donut. I always like to see what donuts and pizzas are in other states. So, I had a place called The Grill. Beautiful looking bar here. Good service. They pride themselves on their cocktails as well. Lots of cocktail drinks. Seating outside. There's also an inside-outside kind of space right here, and then also an outside space over there, right next to the wharf, right next to the water. Pretty cool. Walking down. So this is the strip of, again, you said this would be called the wharf, right? Yeah. This is beautiful, man. Like this is the next wave of, you know, before we had certain buildings, right? They looked a certain way from the 1900s or whatever.
Yeah.
This is 2000 or whatever.
Absolutely.
2020 moving forward.
And you can see just how each of these pieces are living pieces. They're actually coming out and extending from each of these different pillars and columns.
Super cool.
Yeah, the architecture here is beautiful. And it's a lot of engineering to make what you see here a reality. It's incredible.
Wow.
Especially what I've seen in terms of the planning, the drawings, the scheduled like blueprints.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah, you got to see that built from its entirety.
For nothing, dude. A whole
end to end.
It's just like, it's surreal to me. Like, a lot of people don't see when it's just a hole.
Yeah.
Then to see the work that you had hands on, like, what? That's crazy to me.
Wow.
Look at this. Holiday boat parade. Look at this, dude. They go in.
Well, that's cool. So that means you're probably sitting on this boat for a few hours, like partying, right?
Yeah. 3-hour boat ride with the party.
Have you done any boat parties?
I have not. That would be actually something pretty fun, actually.
Yeah, I know in Boston they do like a whole New Year's Eve one.
I'd love to do it with go with a bunch, like a good group.
Yeah. Oh
5
yeah.
to 10 people, you know, good folks.
We got nice high class ones here. Love it.
There's a place that it's really hard to get though, but it's in Georgetown, DC. A place called Filomena's.
Okay.
It's an Italian restaurant, but they're very known for just, of course, their food, but it's the environment experience. Clint Eastwood's been there. Like hundreds of celebrities have gone to this place.
Huh.
Famous politicians, also like sports, you know, people. Like, I'll send you the link to it.
Filomena's.
Yeah, Filomena's.
With an F or
With an F.
Filomena's.
It's like you go down these steps.
A lot of swanky spots then.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
we have this here, Bar Taco in
you do?
Boston, yeah, and in Connecticut.
Is it a chain,
started in Connecticut, and then now I saw how they were like, well, guess what? We have spots in DC,
Nice, I've never
Boston. Yeah, it's cool.
Just look at this, man.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Wow. Damn, this took extra care to make,
Yeah,
man. Like
they
you're
went
like.
in. They took so much time to do this, bro. So much time. Yeah, the work is a vibe, bro.
It is.
Did you ever see Amazon HQ2? The new HQ2 that they were gonna build in Arlington.
A headquarters in VA.
Yeah. Clark was the main GC on it. They had to pause it because of financial kind of instability of this.
The economy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of companies are, as you know, are shifting, so they're reorganizing.
Right.
But it literally looks like a giant funnel tornado, and it's all like.
Oh really?
Dude, it looks so tight.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. The architecture on that is insane. Yeah, and it's like with the greenery and all the completely energy efficient, probably LEED platinum.
Super cool, man. Yeah, because you're next to the water here too. How's the how's the seafood?
Oh. Crab cakes.
Yeah.
Blue Maryland crabs.
Oh yes, you got the Maryland crab, right?
And obviously, crab cakes are like one of the. I mean, I'd say it's the delicacy here. And then you have usually, I would say probably trout, bass, are really good seafood fish. That are really good here. But Maryland crab is kind of a delicacy. Look at this, dude.
Wow.
This is what I wanted to get.
Wow.
Just this it's really cool.
Go walk around it.
My brother just.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here in Navy Yard. This is the Navy Yard area of Washington, D.C. It's pretty popular here. It's a Saturday in a springtime called November. A lot of people are out, and I think you should definitely check out what it looks like. I'm gonna definitely say to you that it looks very developed here. Very developed, meaning they revitalized the area, I'll show you too. A lot of brand new buildings. It looks like it's not all old and broken down or anything like that, besides this liquor store that you can see on the corner over here. But a lot of people are out. Again, this is the feeling of the city. The feeling of the city is what I can say for a lot of different things. But I'm on the corner of South Capitol Street, Southwest, and then North Street, Southeast. So if you want to know where I'm at, this is where I'm starting, and then I'm going to start showing you what is going on in this area. But yes, you have a lot of people who work in government, people who came from government, people who have been in the military themselves. A lot of busyness here. People just getting out of work. This is the flavor here of this downtown DC area. So I just wanted to show you how it looks just walking around. Check it out.
I think everybody's actually
As you can tell, this is a very busy day. We caught a nice busy day in one of these bars called Walters. Walters is very busy inside. There's like hundreds of people there. There's people outside. It's kind of reminded me a little bit of Boston. Again, guys, I always like to make I like to always relate how it looks. But, you know, again, it's reminding me of this. Like, look, here, for instance. I don't know why, but this is reminding me a little bit of Boston. Alright, so we're going to go in one of these spots or just walk around and just look, stuff like that. I have to get this. Okay. Alright, Half Street, North Street. Looking a little bit like Somerville. You got the Somerville vibes going on over here. Somerville, Massachusetts. You got a little bit of what you would call it. In Somerville, we have this thing called Assembly Row, which is like an outdoor mall, but it's not necessarily outdoor mall, but you got a lot of different businesses here. And then you also have a lot of different residences here. Apparently, I think there's something going on in this national park. National park over there, but let's take a little more walk over here, see what this is all about. Let's see, make sure that happens on there. Okay, good, good. Wow, a lot of things are outdoor. There's also bars that are also outdoor in a sense. I kind of wish I wore a little bit of my external microphone, so hopefully you guys can hear me. It's very busy. If you haven't figured this out yet, it's busy. It's, you know, here's another thing I want to say too, is when you're walking with a camera versus walking actually in the place, it's a different feeling. You could feel how many different people are around, right? You can see and feel the vibe, but this is what I'm gathering here myself. It's busy. So I think we're near a baseball stadium. I don't know, a lot of people are going to some kind of show, concert. Bullpen, free admission, live music, cold drink. Looks like what you would see here. Of course, you know, I like to relate everything to Boston, but this looks like what you would see in South or Seaport area, where you go in there and you could actually see, let me just show. You could go in there and see there's like liquor vendors and stuff like that, potential people who are performing and all that stuff like that. There's a lot of good stuff going on in here. Alright, so busy area, but now it's starting to get quiet. And I see that this is kind of where I went and left from the train station. Okay, this is a busy spot. So this is Navy Yard area, if you want to know. Navy Yard area. Look for where the Capitol building is too. Alright, so we got this now to look at down the street. It's starting to get a little quieter here, but again, you get the little idea. All the buildings here are pretty built. Very busy, but not busy, right? There's a lot of buildings, a lot of residences. I'm gonna walk here for a little bit. Just wanted to capture this. I'm at the end of this street that I just walked down. As you can see, there's a lot of residential buildings here in Washington, D.C. Downtown. This is on the corner of, let's see here, this is trying to point this out, Half Street and I Street. So what I can infer from this is that if we walk down other streets, it'll kind of replicate a little bit of what New York City has, which is a lot of A, B, C, D, E, F, G kind of streets, right? So that means this must be a gridded area. That's what I can infer from it. I haven't asked much questions. You know, some of you guys probably who travel go, oh, what do we do? Blah, blah, blah. How do I drive? For me, I just get dropped off like special forces and figure this shit out. So if for anybody who's new to this whole idea, this is what you get to see firsthand. You get to see a lettered street like this one that's going this way. And this is this would be I Street, right? So if I'm probably gonna go left here, right? If I go back this way, then it might be a different letter. It might be J Street, it might be I Street, right? It might be I don't know. You may go a couple more streets down and see G Street and all that stuff like that. But nevertheless, this is what you're seeing here. You're seeing a lot of residential areas, you know, right? You're seeing a lot of residential areas, and then of course the businesses that are below it. I think that's another thing that you'll see too. Same thing with Boston. Boston has the same idea where hey, how you doing? Boston has the same idea where you have the residentials, right? You have the big buildings like this, brand new. This is not like the 1900s or the 1800s where you have old brick buildings. You have brand new buildings like this, and then you have businesses at the bottom, right? You have something like this, maybe CVS, a very big time business, but then you also have the mom and pop shops, and then you also have just like kind of a business that's slightly smaller than that, right? You have some bars and restaurants. They may have some franchises as well, but again, it's residences, bottom, businesses, right? Another look here. This is November. Super cool because it's not hot. I think when I'm coming from Boston, it's a little colder, but again, it was warmer before. But you remember the buildings that I said, right? You see the buildings. Oops, let me see. There you go. You see these buildings, right? These are brand new buildings. These are not like, you know, New York City project old tenement buildings. You have that, but then you also look at these buildings and it looks a little bit like a wannabe Full House, you know, with Uncle Joey and all that stuff, but it's not like that necessarily, right? I try to make connections with things. But yes, you see you see the styles of the buildings here. Oops, there you go. So the styles of the buildings look a little bit different. I'm a guy that likes to look at buildings, appearances, aesthetics, whatever synonyms you want to use for it. But you'll see here, this is another part that I didn't walk. I only walked a couple blocks down, right? This is all walking distance. I also noticed too, it's 2023, 2024, that they definitely pride themselves a little bit more on the bikes here, right? And also the, I know it sounds a little silly of me to say, but like not just the bikes, but also the scooters are also big. Yeah. Here's you see this on this side, right? On this side, you'll see that. And then on this side, you'll see on 3rd Street, which, by the way, I saw a K Street. And by the way, we're going to walk through it because you see here, there is a I Street right? And 3rd Street, which is very New York. But if you walk down this way, if you see the next street over, I don't know if you can see it, there is a K Street. So there's some kind of grid formation going on, a grid system going on, you know, an organized fashion of streets, right? And I say this because in Boston you don't see that. So I think I should let you know from a Bostonian's perspective that these streets are a lot cleaner, a lot more smooth, a lot more organized. Yeah. So here we are, M Street. We went through I, through K, and then we walked probably a little bit and to get to M Street. So this is M Street. Just want to show you. This is like, I don't think anything is new after I see all this stuff. It's the same buildings. It's kind of reminded me of a certain part of Boston called Cambridge. It's reminded me of MIT Kendall Square area, right? Oh, sorry. There you go. It's reminded me of Kendall Square, MIT area. It's the same kind of idea. And I think this is what we're going to build into as a country as a whole in the United States. The United States is going to turn into buildings like kind of like this. And I'll probably show you more buildings that are just the same. But it's not looking like the 1900s like you saw. Like maybe I should show you a little distinction of what the buildings look like then versus how they look like now. There's just a whole appearance to it all. So here you go. I'm gonna do some Wise Guy pizza. Let's check it out. Wise Guy pizza. Hello. It's my first time here, so I'm trying to figure out what I want. Yeah. This one pepperoni, El Capo, garlic knots, Nashville hot chicken. So I'm sitting down here. I'm about to eat a little bit of this wonderful thing called damn good pizza. I don't remember. We'll put the idea above. So let's check it out. So there's the boxes they gave it to me in. So I got Grandma's Pizza, got little bites, and then I also got a Nashville hot pizza, and then also a pepperoni. So good things to check out, because this Grandma's is kind of like a Sicilian, but it's slightly made differently thanks to YouTube teaching me this stuff. And then I also have the wonderful slices of pizza, so we're gonna check it out. So you already know this was not freshly made. They had to warm it up. Kind of like a toaster that like kind of moves. Slightly not that cold. I shouldn't even be doing a review on this, but wow sauce. I could see the potential on it. Move on to the dough bites. Nice and hot. Tastes good. That was what you call Nashville hot. So they have like a coleslaw on it, some spice on it. Tastes good. I like it. I like it. Then pepperoni pizza. That was the best cooked one. Good. Thinking of it as like Sbarro pizza. A little bit better. All right, so this is an idea of what nighttime might look like here. So just to get, it's all about aesthetics. It's not like a historical or a lesson to this. I think right at this moment, I just wanted to provide you with what the aesthetics looks like at night. We're here at this place that has a rooftop. Well, this is one of the rooftops, and it's an open park kind of layout here, right? Yeah, it just seems like this is a spot I'd probably want to take a girl on, in a sense, on a date here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was daytime here, evening after we just did whatever. Sorry, I don't think you guys understand. I'm trying to say, if we were to hang out, there's a pizza spot over here. There's like some places, gentlemen, just want to let you know, you got some places that have like pizzas and other little quick treats to eat, right? And you could bring a lady over here, hang out with the lights here. You know, there's these little benches here, right? And you can just hang out, man. You're in the city, it's busy over here, a lot of things going on. So you go here, hang out real quick, and then leave. Bounce to whatever you need to do next. But I'm just saying, my friends, my young gentlemen and women who are also listening, you come here too. So just letting you know. I like showing this spot, even though there's more spots to look at. Let's see here. Yeah, I like this, man. I like things that are overlooking things. I'm a fan of it. They have these things too. Like, look at this. I don't know if you can see it, but these are like wooden steps, right? And then these are concrete steps. But like, you can hang out here. I'm gonna assume people in the daytime are gonna hang out here. I don't know if this is. Oh wow, my friends! It just hit me. So they probably put ice on this stuff. How you doing, my friend? They put ice on this right here, and people probably skate. Okay, so you can see this right here. This is where they pave the ice, right? This little machine, as you can tell, puts the ice there, so a place that you can fucking ice skate. A lot of cool. Oh, okay. So now it further concludes it. Look, my friends. Ooh, okay. I'm going on deeper steps. I'm just going. This is a skate rental spot. So yes, you go skating here during a certain specific time of the year, right? But also other times of the year, you could come here to go, just hang out, meet friends, colleagues, date, something really quick. There's some pizza spots. You get some slices of pizza, which you just saw. Or if you want to look at my other video and all that stuff like that. Or the current video, if I decide to put the same video on there. Golly, these fucking steps are so fucking deep. Yeah. So, my friend, you got things you can do here, Washington, D.C. I'm super smart. You know what I think, my friends? Let me turn the camera back around my way. I think cities need to be more conscious of how people connect with each other, okay? Because we have the whole families hanging out. Cool. We have the whole business, networking, connection. Maybe if you're taking a break or getting out after lunch, or you're trying to do lunch together, kind of connection. Great. Now let's put another thing in there too. What about people who are trying to go on dates? Gotta think about that too. People who are on dates, it's super important. But it all goes down the whole umbrella of, right? If you look high level and then drill down, connections, relationships. It's bonding. It's connecting. It's a place where people could connect with each other. Family, friends, business, dates. It's the same fucking thing, my friends. Same thing. So, cool thing is, you're gonna see this right here. You see the lights, of course, but how about this? You have this thing called Wise Guy Pizza. That's where I ate. You got slices. You can go hang out there, or you can go outside on a nice summer sunny day that I had earlier just before, right? And go eat a Wise Guy Pizza. You also have Kin's Sushi. You also have Altani Gelato, so you get some ice cream. Come over here, you know, hang out. You know, just hang out one of these little red seats here. You got a lot of good, great things here. You know. And I could tell this is made to be family friendly, friend friendly, you know, and then super cool to see this there too. Again, I know you guys are probably like, oh, well, we thought of this already. Perhaps, and you know what, people probably do that. But how about this? Let me encourage other individuals who didn't know this. You should come here, okay? If you want to really get a quick slice, get a couple slices, whatever you want to do, and then bring a person here and just talk and just get to know them in the daytime, in the evening, depends what the flow has been all day. You got a place to go, my friend. You got a place to go. You got that, and then you also have here. Okay, just saying. What's up, people? It's nighttime here in downtown area of Washington, D.C. As I'm looking at everything, it's obviously it's busy. You probably can't see it, but it's not as busy as people walking, but it's busy inside the businesses, right? If you can see within the lights here, you have a lot of businesses, a lot of residences. This is overlooking the water. You also have a little bridge over here. It's busy. If you could hear the sounds of the people, all the commotion. Super cool to see that. This is what the city is, right? Businesses, residences. I have a lot of things I want to say about this. I feel as I'm going to my next trip, which is in Colombia. That's what people do. People eat, drink, and then seemingly are merry. Eat, drink, and are merry. Put some light on me because I think that's the best thing. People eat, drink, and are merry here. They're merry. Why? Because they're connecting with each other. Are they merry? Why? Because they got drinks in them. But that's what it seems to be like. If you can see the hundreds of buildings that are residential. This is residential. You look at this, I can't show, I don't know if you can see it. Residential above this floor building here. On the floor building, it is businesses. Businesses, right? But behind it, behind that, residential. This is the life here. It's kind of reminding me a little bit of Seaport, Boston. So, hi, how you doing? My name is Tony Moze. It's a November and it's 70 degrees outside. People don't know how to handle themselves, so they have to either wear a short sleeve and jeans or grin and bear it and wear long sleeve everything and even a jacket. It's kind of one of those rough times because it is end of the year, winter, and of course people are gotta figure out how do you navigate between sun, how do you navigate between a warmer weather, and then how do you navigate between the occasional winds that come by, with also the nighttime coming as well. So here, and this is DC, of course, downtown area on Constitution Avenue, and I'm just passing by this obelisk. I feel like straight ahead, if you look this way, this is kind of where they filmed the Bubba Gump. Oops, wish I could I think where Forrest Gump like kind of ran into that water area to get Jenny. Could be wrong, I could be wrong, could be right. Okay, it's time to approach the most famous monument, I think, which is the poster of what America is, and I think that is the Pentagon. I laugh because you already know I said I think that is the Pentagon. Shows how American I am, right? That I don't even know what this is. I believe it's the Pentagon, but this is Capitol Hill, so at least I know that. But yeah, Capitol Hill, the Pentagon. Chill. Cool thing is, I know it's November, maybe it's because it's sunny, or maybe this is just a typical thing, but right around this area, Constitution Ave, you know, the place that has all the museums and monuments and whatnot, has food trucks on a lot of different corners. You get sandwiches, you know, your typical, like, I want to call them pub fries, but you know, your typical American fare. You would call those hot dogs, hamburgers, sandwiches. They also ice cream, smoothies. Let's definitely check and look at them and see how it is. But I've been encountering a lot of them. Yeah. Ooh, they even have halal truck too. Halal. Food truck, gyro and a sandwich. And got another one with ice cream. This one's a bubble tea. Bubble tea and ice cream. Bubble tea and ice cream truck. Makes sense. Today's a great day for it. It's 70 degrees and it's hot. I'm wearing pants, but fortunately I was smart enough to bring a polo shirt. Some music. If you think about the ice cream or the food trucks here, sometimes you gotta ask yourself, why do they have the same emblem on their truck, the same patterns and designs in their truck? I don't know if this is like a city thing. Perhaps I can ask. Let's do that. Question. Why is every truck basically the same? Like, I see another truck that has the same look. Is the state or the city says you have to have the same truck, like design? Yeah, because I know two other trucks that have the same look.
Same look, same sign.
Same, yeah, like this, yeah. Is it because of the DC says you have to, or?
I don't know really. I think it's about people. People always ask about this.
So of course I had to ask about the food trucks and why a lot of them all look the same. He couldn't give me an answer apparently. He's from Africa, from Senegal. Very nice guy. He's only been here for not too long apparently, but again, super cool to talk about traveling in the world, because it is true, man. Traveling is such a great lesson, such a great experience, but the lessons that you get from learning about people, places, and things, and the cultures is just, what's the word? I'm trying to think of it. I'm gonna obviously edit it. priceless. It is priceless, priceless, priceless. And that's what I love about traveling around the world. Traveling around the world allows me to really just open my mind, because just being around a lot of people, maybe, you know, people that I've seen in the world, to be honest with you, I'm going to be very frank with you. I don't care. You could say, oh, well, that's because you're hanging around people who are like that. But no. Most of the people, most of the world is very comfortable in their own zones. And I choose not to be comfortable in my own zone. I choose to always break out and branch out. And it's always a reason too, like traveling, you know, like if I stayed back in Connecticut, if I stayed back in Boston, if I stayed just in the United States, I wouldn't be able to understand how the world is functioning. And the world is very big. It's small, but it's big. It's big because there's just so much more than just my language. There's just so much more than just my own way of life. There's a lot of great things to cherish, and it doesn't necessarily have to be your own. It doesn't have to be just your own lived experience or your own experience, you know, living in wherever you are. If you ever get a chance, especially, to travel around the world, it's the biggest and best gift to have. When I look around and I look at some of these people, and I see how these people function, and I'm like, man, like especially in America, with how close they are, with seeing like a black guy walk around, and the fact that they can't even size me up to be like, wow, that's a, you know, one of the more distinguished people. Instead, they lump me up with whatever ignorance they have. I'm just telling you the truth, my friends. That's how ignorance, that's the kind of ignorance I don't want to be part of. You hear me? The ignorance where, like, my mind is, I'm not gonna say the openness, because I know I could always do better and then always improve. But my mind is so much more open than other people that I can size up people and look at people for their character. And I know true character because I've interacted with so many people personally, professionally, right? I've interacted with people on a variety of mediums, right? Not just social media, but, you know, a variety of platforms and outlets, whether it's physical ones, right? Traveling around the world, going to spiritual events, going to just, you know, very cerebral type stuff, doing services for myself and services for others, whether, you know, services for myself, getting like massages and stuff, but trying out new things, you know, acupuncture, community acupuncture, and doing student-run massage therapy, schools, to volunteering my time to help third world immigrants, people who moved here from third world countries, to help them learn to navigate the job market and doing mock interviews with them. I mean, I've just constantly tried to open myself up, because if you're only going in one modality when the world is going in several, you know, it's going to be very challenging for you. So you might as well live in a cave, live under a rock, or just stay on your street. But even your street is gentrifying. Even your street is starting to become more diverse. I mean, something is always changing. And I do believe in the whole Buddhist and quote and what you want to say about how things are always changing. You know, there's life and death. Things are always dying, aka they're always changing. And I'm embracing that, and I think you should as well. So, yeah. Food trucks, food trucks, food trucks. They relatively all look the same. They look the same. All right, see, this is a totally different street now. All right, we're like closer to the wonderful monument over here. And I see a series of food trucks selling Philly cheesesteaks. Look the same as the other one. Frozen treats, ice cream and whatnot. Same color food truck, you know. They all look the same. They all look the same. So we're on the corner of Madison and 6th. Let's take another glimpse again at these food trucks on the other side. You know what's a cool thing? When you're out trying to do your own thing for your YouTube channel, and then you find other people who are probably doing the same, like this guy right here. He is walking up to different people and trying to see if he could get them on a microphone to do like kind of like street interviews. Super cool to see that, because you guys don't know behind the scenes that this guy's getting rejected like heck. He's getting a lot of rejection. So guys, when you guys see whoever makes the cut, it's because they all agreed to it. But for the most part, most people are not agreeing to this. So let me just let me see if I can get a little taste of it. I'm gonna see if I could grab. Let's see if I could grab this guy. Let's see. All right, so this is this cameraman. Got the cameraman. Curious to see what's the YouTube channel. Train station in DC. Look at the train coming, orange line. What's up, everybody? I'm here in Virginia. They're all close to each other. Virginia, DC, Maryland. I'm in an area called Innovation Center. I believe this is like close to Sterling, Virginia, because I'm supposed to be meeting a friend out there. But what I have to know is this is definitely a place where people who have jobs, they don't hang out here. Like, all the businesses are not here. This is like all the residentials, because this is super quiet. I just had to take note of that. Like, how quiet is this? Super quiet. Super duper quiet. And it just reminded me that 90 to 99% of the people are at work. Like, look at the buildings that are here, right? Brand new buildings. These are people who are making 150 minimum and above, so of course they're at their jobs. Nobody's just hanging out in the streets doing nothing. I saw a couple people walking their dogs. Maybe it's their day off or maybe something, but the quiet, I'm just super surprised with. It's amazing. But I'm gonna go grab something to eat before I go to the library, and yeah.
Move to the center of the car. The next stop is Capital South. Step back. Doors open.
This is called... Ooh, I already missed it. Liquor stores, church, liquor stores. So you want that cake to the tip over there, you better get out.